Hey YouTube, so I actually found the power supply that I know I've seen and I couldn't think where I put it. And yeah, another power supply, so I can now try out these couple of pedals my pals give me a shot of. This one is it's a PDF2 octave pedal. It's stone deaf effects and amplification. This does not look like a cheap pedal. So I do quite like a fuzz. Also, one of the reasons I'm able to do this sitting down is also just to try it out this way around. See, that's the that's where the amp is, but that doesn't really matter what you hear. I just wondered if it's that speaker. Still connected up before, so it should have its own. And then the speaking should be the middle, and then the other speaker should be the ambient. Right, so that's the bridge pickup, neck pickup. Telecaster noodle position. See what we can do with that. But kind of partly to show off this guitar as well, which is the best guitar I own, because see, when you're playing it sitting down, it just okay. That I only did it that time, but that was partly why I wanted the output jack on the front. But see this big spiky bit, it kind of sits against your chest and it doesn't move. And even when I was talking there, I had a wee shot with a Strat earlier on, and it's like, it doesn't, you still have to hold it a bit. This thing just sits exactly perfectly no matter what you do. And even when it doesn't, you've got this thing which are it's kind of like a security blanket just pushing against your chest. So I never play sitting down, partly because guitars aren't comfy enough. This one is though. To be honest, I think that's kind of, when you sit down you kind of go, oh, that's why it's that shape. It works when you're standing up, but it looks weird. Right, so I've already noticed that this is just a fuzz pedal, so I put bandwidth at middle. Oh, that's a rotary switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5-way rotary, so I'll put it in position 3. 12 o'clock. 12 o'clock. On. Sorry, that's the other pedal's an octave thing. I don't actually know what this is. That's a high gain thing. Right, so I mean, part of this is just to see what it is, the hell it is, like, you know, but you put the dials at 12, can you get a good sound? I don't really know what's going on. I do have reverb on there. There's definitely a boost. It appears to be at a set volume. That's quite annoying though. It's just a boost. I don't know if I want less boost. And we're getting some crazy noises. You'll definitely be hearing that coming through this amp. I'm going to go and turn off that. That might not be the best power supply ever. Turn off the reverb. It's the one for my wee effects pedal, but I'm not sure that those. I think I need to get myself a proper power supply, and I need to focus. Focus. Okay. Yeah, so let's see what it does when I turn on the distortion side. Kind of scared a little bit, to be honest. Bridge pickup. I think some of these fancier pedals just need a better power supply. I think that's I had a problem. I remember having a Batman pedal off my pal as well, and I think if you give it like a proper isolated clean power supply, it might work out. Because I'm getting just all sorts of height. You can get rid of it there. That 6 minutes in, yeah, we'll have to have another go to try to do that. There's something not working there. That should not be as screechy as that. So let's see if the other pedal, that's the guitar going in, it doesn't actually have an input and output on it, but that does. I'm just assuming it's the same as all the other ones. I wonder if it maybe takes a, so now we've got it's got a thing over where it says, is it possible it says orange on it? Do orange make pedals? Because that there, to me, that O and the E in the end look very much like what's on my amp. So I think this is an orange pedal. So it might go really well. I wonder. I just hope it's not going to be pure super noisy like the last one. It could be a dodgy power supply when it's held together with gaffer tape. You know, it's like I could never sell it. I need to get myself better power supplies. I keep seeing them in Temu, but they're not real power supplies. I just don't know which one to get. Who's got a good power supply? What's the one I can get that's not? Or just buy a Voodoo Lounge, 170 quid. 170 quid for a power supply. I'll just suffer the fuzz if that's the case. Right, so when I turn this on, I can't even see where any of the knobs are at. I'll just turn it on and see what happens. It's not... Okay. I have to say it's a bit annoying. I keep thinking I hitting the head of my guitar off that. Okay, I think that's the octave is on there. This is kind of reminds me a little bit of my Super Fuzz clone. So, I mean, going by the... I might move that mic a wee bit closer to me. Going by the problems I've had before with power supplies not working for... Look, it's E.T.'s finger, look. Is the problems I had before with power supply was it was expensive pedals. So I wonder if maybe the boutique ones are maybe just a little bit too dignified. And it's like, you know, like you can't just run a Ferrari on Asda petrol. You know what I mean? You have to use special high octane 86 RON or whatever it is. Stuff like super petrol for that. It's kind of like maybe a little bit like that for pedals as well. You can't really just run it on the same shite you can run a Fiat Panda on, or a Land Rover, where you can basically run it on anything that burns in any capacity. Yeah, so I think the octave is on though. Octave, EQ, volume. Turn the volume down a wee bit then so I can actually hear it. I'll try hitting the octave button, see what happens. That's the octave off. Oh, it's up here, you notice it? Yeah, I could totally just have this pedal. This would be absolutely great. Yeah, I love it. Really do. Kind of looking for something to sit on top of that, though. Really, yeah. Just to that piece of. If I put that piece of wood there, does that? You can actually see it. See. I've not touched any of the other dials. I've not really messed about with the octave. That's the octave at maximum. Okay, none of the octave pedals I've had have gone that octavey. I suppose it's kind of like where the cutoff is between playing the low notes and... But I've got to try the octave up quite a bit. I'm trying to put it to taste up a bit. Actually, it makes the octave when you're up at the the second octave. It makes it actually hurt a little bit. Yeah, so keep that kind of halfway. And I also try and turn the fuzz to full, see what that does. That's kind of like a blend knob, a wet dry knob, that fuzz volume. To me, it doesn't seem to be turning the fuzz down, it's turning down the fuzz in the mix. I think that's what it sounds like it's doing. And that is just already so fuzzy that more fuzz just only makes a wee bit of an EQ change. Comes with no fuzz. There's still some fuzz. it's got a little bit of brand identity to it as well. I mean, assuming it is actually an orange and it's not just something else that looks like it uses a similar font. It kind of does have a sound a little bit like the orange amp when I'm using the gain channel, or you put... Oh, hi. It kind of... It's kind of sounds a wee bit like the gain channel in the amp. There's a similar... I'm going to say flavour. Flavour and tonewood and timbre and all that stuff. There's a set EQ or something that makes an orange sound a bit like an orange, and that amp, that pedal, I think, has that in it. Same way as you can get like a... I think if you just sat and worked out how to do it with an EQ pedal, you could probably get orange sound. Make it sound like a Vox, make it sound like a Marshall if you knew what you were doing with one of those 10-band EQs. But no, I like the pedal. It's cool. I think I quite like the way it's like sort of usable. And it's got off of the silly bit. Enough of that, but I can't put this guitar like right show you what the neck looks like. Pure ridiculous. The most ridiculous 3D super flame you ever saw on the back of this neck. Probably zoomed in a bit too much. You can see it move and like, dances in the light. But you can't see that from the front. Which is cool. So every time you pick this guitar up, you go, oh, that's right, this neck's pure distracting. So that's just the orange TH30 on the clean channel. Just top the light shining into the camera. Yeah. Yeah, so whatever the orange, I'm assuming that's not just a sticker that's on the back. No, it's in the rubber. Unless it's an orange back plate. I'm pretty sure that says orange in it. Excellent pedal. This one could be, I'll need to look at a better power supply to run it. I've got a feeling it's just not, it needs like an isolated power or a cleaner power supply, not one that I got with like a zoom effects unit that's already been broken and I've held together with duct tape. It probably needs something a little bit better than that. Not even really sure what it is, a bandwidth. So the wee bandwidth makes it sound like an EQ pedal, but that doesn't seem to be what it was doing. Whereas bandwidth is like a tone control takes away the top end and a high pass filter takes away the bottom end. So you end up with this, that's your band, so you get it's like taking a snippet out of your wave and you move your bandwidth, so it's like, oh, you're only between. I can't even, it's too far away for me to read what the frequencies are. Oh, between 10k and 2k, it's got a boost, blah, something like that. But just imagine what this clicky thing is. I wonder if it's as simple as just having like a high pass filter and a low pass filter stuck together. Cause I can do that. I can do that with my high pass filter. I sometimes put in strats, so you get two tone controls. But one of them's a tone which takes away the treble like a normal tone, and the other one's the opposite. When you turn it down, it takes away the bass. So you can get like a treblier sound. Well, not a treble. You can get a less bassy sound or a less trebly sound are your two options, because it's passive, so you can't boost anything without power. So you can take away either. So I could basically just put two of them on one pot, and then put them on a rotary switch. So I wonder if that might be what it is. I don't know what this height thing is. I don't know what the frequency is. I haven't looked it up. I'm not a pedally person. I do have a pedal board with far too many pedals on it, but I kind of just like. I like my rat pedal. I like the reverb pedal. I'll give it that. I like my tuner pedal. I used to really love the looper pedal. I like the tuner. The tuner's probably my favourite of all the pedals. I use that all the time. Rock on! Run that touch off. Rock on.